answer writing, a proper mindset and applicative understanding is very important. So here recently we had a case study in newspaper, and this was on rising prices of ice creams. Now if you are writing your UPSC mains, let's say you have a question related to either climate change or biofuels, we can apply the same case study to either of the cases. So let's understand what this story is and how we can relate it to one of the case studies in answer writing. Now, to begin with, ice cream prices, specifically in the countries of America and Europe, have been rising. It's believed that the rates have increased by nearly 8 to 10% in the supermarkets in these countries. And one of the major ingredient of this ice cream is coconut oil. Now, the major reason why these ice cream prices are rising is because of the coconut oil. Now, coconut oil comes mainly from three nations. The first one, the leading one, is Philippines, followed by Indonesia, followed by India. What has been the real reason for the rising prices of coconut oil? One of the very important reasons is the crop cultivation, which actually this coconut bears fruits only once a year, and the last year was the case where El Nino was recorded, and as a result there was warmer sea surface temperature. The resultant was the drier conditions which were seen in Southeast Asia, and as a result it significantly impacted the production of coconut and leading to increase in the world prices for coconut oil. Now coconut, as we said, is one of the major factors, but this is not the sole reason. If your question comes related to climate change, yes, this would be one of your case studies where you can cite that because of the El Nino and warmer conditions in Southeast Asia, the resultant was that the rising prices of coconut has been witnessed, which has ultimately led to increase in the dairy products and ice cream market in Western world. The second important reason is biofuels. Now you might wonder why biofuels. The major reason is Philippines government has ordered that the diesel must be blended with cocoa methyl ester. Now this cocoa methyl ester is a derivative which is obtained from coconut tree, and it is used as a fuel derivative. It is believed that coconut comes from Philippines, and Philippines accounts for 45% of the total coconut oil share in the world. Now once the government shifts the focus to use of biofuels, what would happen? The production that is going, or the coconut oil that is going for the ice cream industry, would ultimately decline. So this is another reason. So let's say you have a case study on biofuels. You can say that yes, in Philippines, cocoa methyl ester, which is derived from coconut, is being used as an additive for diesels in Philippines. It is believed that the Philippines government would divert nearly 4.5 billion coconuts. With this, they aim to produce 500 million liters of cocoa methyl ester, which is a significant target to meet the biofuel targets of 2026, and that has been one of the major reasons. Now, we already talked about the climate change, we already talked about biofuel. How, if there is a question related to biofuel, you can include this as a case study. If it is a question related to climate change, you can bring this as a case study. But we have definitely seen that poor weather conditions have led to significant fall in the production of coconut. Nearly 3.6 million metric tons of coconut have been declined. Also, there is another case study which is not directly related to it, but yes, it is important, and that is chocolates are now using more of coconut oil as a replacement to cocoa butter. Now, despite the current sightings, previously it was the thing where cocoa butter was considered as costly as compared to coconut oil, and therefore coconut oil was a common substitute, specifically in vegan and dairy free chocolates, and therefore the shortage has been seen in the ice cream market as well. So this pertains to the substitute and the complementary goods in economics. So again, this could be one of the case studies that you can cite in your answers with regards to that. So those are some of the ways in which you can express your answers and bring recent stories and news that you are reading into your answer writing. Answer writing, as I always have been saying, is one of the very crucial things in UPSC. If you find a correct way to bring good stories and good case studies in your answer, there is no reason you won't be able to secure good marks in your mains answer writing. And of course, if you need any guidance for your mains, do feel free to connect back to us. Our test series and the different content is already up to the latest syllabus which has been covered. So stay tuned for more updates. Thanks for joining in.